link. By contemplating upon every association, no such association is known from which the soul can be created. The soul is the knower of association and not the product of association. कोई संयोगोती produce that, it's not a production of association. It's just the knower of all things happening. Okay? Therefore, the Guru showed the fallacy, the flaw of believing that the soul, which is not the product of association and is of the nature of knowingness, can be created from inanimate substance. Because he said, Deha yogti ubje, એટલે દેહથી ઉત્પન્ન થાય તો it is false. In verse 64-65, so previous two verse, he established that the soul is uncreated. Now in this verse 66, the Guru established the soul cannot be destroyed. The indestructibility of the soul. What does he say?
કોઈ સંયોગોથી નહીં જેની ઉત્પત્તિ થાય નાશન તેનો કોઈ માં તેથી નિત્ય સદા
કોઈ સંયોગોથી નહીં. That which cannot be produced by any union or combination or association, જેની ઉત્પત્તિ થાય, cannot be created. That soul, meaning the soul, which has not been created by any union, કોઈ સંયોગોથી નહીં જેની ઉત્પત્તિ થાય, નાશન તેનો કોઈમાં, cannot be destroyed into anything else. તેથી, therefore, Nitya Sadai. So, literal meaning of Sadai will be always. But what is always eternal? Eternal means always, present in all times. So, I have put it in bracket, definitely it is eternal. So, the implied meaning of Sadai is definitely, the literal meaning is always. And the implied meaning is more important. So, short meaning. That which cannot be created by any kind of union or combination of atoms or things. Say, the minutest atom or કેટલાક એટમની ભેગી થયેલી ચીજ એવી બે ત્રણ ચીજ. So, of atoms, combination of atoms or combination of things which are a combination of atoms. આટલું કોમ્પ્લિકેટેડ બનાવવાની જરૂર નથી. કોમ્બિનેશન of any association. You understand? So, cannot be destroyed into anything by the, what does that mean? Stopping, and not cease, not existing, stops, of contact or disintegration of atoms. According to the universal law, that which is created can be destroyed. The soul is not created, so it won't be destroyed. Therefore, it is eternal. Souls cannot be created by combination of objects or destroyed by separation of objects. જે combination of object નથી, તે separation of object થી જ destroy થઈ શકે. But it is not been created by the combination of objects, so it cannot be destroyed by the separation of objects. Thus it is fine. The Guru takes the argument one step further. So in the first part he says that the soul is different from the body. In this second step, he is saying the soul is unchanging and permanent. That which is different from the body is also permanent. So I said, taking the argument forward. The first part, existence, different from the body, distinct. And in this, that entity is unchanging. The nature is unchanging. I'm not talking of the modes. Nature is unchanging and the substance is permanent. The soul has not been created and it cannot be destroyed. There are no elements which can create a soul. There are no elements which can destroy a soul. Very clear. So in a very simple, very lucid manner, the Guru answers the contention of the disciple that the soul is liable to be created and destroyed. That was the contention. Contention means the point which he had in the argument. So he is answering this. So I think it's almost answered. It's very clear. No matter how many experiments the scientists perform, no, it is not possible to create a soul through association of objects. Said before. What does it mean? What does it mean? If a substance cannot be created by the association of material objects, so what does it mean? It is not a product. Meaning, it is a natural substance. Sahajatma Swarup, Sahaj. It's a natural substance. Not created under certain conditions with a combination of certain objects. So if the conditions is broken, it will start disintegrating. No, it is a natural substance. How matter is a natural substance, in the same way, soul is a natural substance. It is not a product of some substance or some objects. Now this will be enough to prove its indestructibility. Because it is a natural substance, it is not created by association to give me a good reason for it to get destroyed. Give me a good reason. I told that this can be destroyed. Fevicol, जे भी आते से वो हमें तो फेविकॉल ने गम किया था गम ने it was like Bisleri. In India we don't say give me mineral water, we say give me Bisleri. ये तो एक कंपनी છે. પણ Bisleri is that ચોખ્ખું પાણી for us, finish. Bisleri તો કંપનીનું નામ છે બસ. Xerox. મને Xerox કરાવી આપો ને આની 4 કોપી કરી આપો ને Xerox. કંપનીનું નામ છે ને. પણ થઈ ગયું. એટલે અમે ફેવિકોલ જ બોલશું. અમે અધેસિવ બોલવામાં અમને એમ લાગે કે we are talking something weird. So આ ફેવિકોલથી આ ચોંટાડ્યું, ફેવિકોલ ડ્રાય થઈ ગયું, ગરમી ઓલરેડી 39 degrees તો સ્ટાર્ટ થઈ ગઈ છે. So we expect in the month of May it might go to 50 or maybe boiling point also. જો હમણાં first week of March માં I don't know how we survived the last summer. આવું જ હશે ને actually. પણ there was so much excitement in the air. We are in Dharampur, we finished 20 days, we finished 25 days, we finished a month. So there was so much excitement. Kai AC basically till May we were sitting in the balcony and having our food. We didn't want to take food inside the room. તો બધું કે પહેલાંના જમવા સંડાસ બંડાસ બી ઘરની બહાર રહેતા હતા. તમે રાજકોટના ઘર જુઓ તો રાઈટ અતુલભાઈ, આઈ થિંક સંડાસ ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ વે. બિકોઝ અત્યારના આઈ વોન્ટ કે આવી બધી ગંદી ચીજ એ ફ્લશ બી ન થવી જોઈએ ઘરમાં. એટલું પવિત્ર રહેવું જોઈએ ઘરમાં. પછી તો બેડ વર્ડ્સ આવવા લાગ્યા, પછી તો પોર્નોગ્રાફી આવવા લાગ્યા, એટલે પછી કીધું હવે સંડાસ અંદર જ લઈ લો. આટલું ગંદવાટ જો ઘરમાં જ ચાલતો હોય તો હવે બહાર રાખવાની જરૂર નથી. હવે એટેચ ન હોય ને એ ધર્મશાળામાં આપણે નથી રહેતા. આ ધર્મશાળામાં એટેચ બાથરૂમ છે ને તો અમે કે પબ્લિકમાં નથી જવાનું. પણ પહેલાં તો કોઈ બી ઘરમાં કોર્ટયાર્ડની બહાર હોય, that smell, that ashuchi should not be there. So you can imagine કેવા એ લોકોના માઇન્ડસેટ્સ રહેતા હશે, કેવા એ રહેતા હશે, whatever. So આનું there is a reason. એના ઉપરથી I went to the summer part. So the summer is very harsh. The Fevicol got dried up. So these are combination, it broke. So the product was because of the combination of these two objects. So when this disintegration happened, it got destroyed. તો સોલ શેનું કોમ્બિનેશન છે? હાઇડ્રોજન નાઇટ્રોજન, કોપર. શું? તો કે it is a natural substance, not created. The Guru said, examine and tell me if you get such a combination. I'll accept it. જે સંયોગો દેખીએ એમાંથી કોઈ બી સંયોગોથી ચેતનની ઉત્પત્તિ થતો હોય તો પ્લીઝ ટેલ મી. He could not produce such an evidence. It is not a Guru's dictation કે આમ છે કે you produce and show me. Clones માટે I don't agree. Robots માટે I don't agree. Robots of course I won't agree. Robots ને બી શું કરાયું તમે બહુ કામ કરાયું robots પાસે લાઈફ આપીએ ને હા તો then don't talk about robots. I'm saying creating life. If I'm saying these people could not create life, they just created some favorable situation for life to come and dwell. And you actually welcome એનો બી એક સંસ્કાર છે કે તમે when you decide કે હવે I want to get conceived and now we want to become parents, so there is a puja to be done, you pray, you twin heart meditation karo, and then you actually welcome a pure soul to come and dwell in your embryo. Such beautiful culture, I'm saying. So clear. The philosophy is also so clear in the rituals. પછી જન્મ પછી બેપ્ટાઇઝ થાય એટલે જનોઈ સેરેમની આવે પછી મુંડન સેરેમની આવે પછી પેલી 16 સંસ્કાર and the last is the 16th one, અંતિમ સંસ્કાર, when you get cremated. ફાયરમાં મૂકવામાં આવે. So that is called અંતિમ સંસ્કાર. There are 16 સંસ્કાર. I taught them all. Bhavin will say one by one 16. મેં શીખવાડ્યા છે તમને આમાં જ. અને રાહુલ will say ભૂલી ગયા પહેલા બોલો લાસ્ટ એપ્રિલમાં બધા 16 સંસ્કાર શીખવાડ્યા હતા. and then I was telling Maulikji and all કે every સંસ્કાર વખતે what meditations or what rituals you need to do, you learn it from me before I leave this body. So, એક બે તો બોલ ભાઈ, we have all the time, we have 5 minutes.
ગર્ભ સંસ્કાર
Huh? Garbha sanskar, when the mother comes to know okay, she's pregnant, chalo, she's conceived.
પછી જન્મ સંસ્કાર, પછી નાળ છેદન સંસ્કાર, પેલું કોડ કટ કરે ને.
No, I'm wondering આટલું બધું તને યાદ કેવી રીતે રહે? પણ અહીંયા એને કરવાનું શું છે? 2 ટાઈમ ટિફિન આવે છે, આરામ કરવાનું, સવારના સત્સંગ કરવાનું, એમાં મારે બધું કરવાનું, એને તો ખાલી બેઠા રહેવાનું. So he remembers everything so vividly.
લગ્ન સંસ્કાર,
હા.
પછી દેહ સંસ્કાર.
So all these, what do you say, occurrences in your life, the scriptures have connected to the divine. So they have used the beautiful things, sanskar. You don't need to you don't need to feel, go into that shame mode when you get married. I will be present and make it a lagna sanskar. That is the way the scriptures speak. Then divorce sanskar you can't keep because it's not compulsory.
પછી દેહ સંસ્કાર.
લગ્ન પછી સીધા મરી જવાનું. This is his experience speaking. See, Dobbs, you need to learn from elders. Okay, after Lagna Sanskar, he has not kept, there is Putra Sanskar, there is so many Sanskar, he didn't mention any, he said then die. Antim Sanskar. Okay, fine. So, if the soul is not created by any association, there is no reason for its destruction. It does not get merged into other substance, it cannot get reduced to another substance, it cannot get transformed into, suddenly the soul feels, I'm tired of consciousness now, I want to be unconscious now. It won't work, you know. This is metaphysics. It's not psychology. Psychology માં moods બધા સ્ટડી થાય કે અત્યારના મૂડ નથી તો રહેવા દો ને એવી રીતે. No, this is metaphysics. Not even physics. Physics is in time and space. Metaphysics. So a conscious substance will never become jadti chetan na thai, chetanti jad na thai. Very well. So the universal law is that which is created can be destroyed. Pot is created? Maya, a pot is a natural substance or it's created? Then what is a natural substance?
One that cannot be created.
What is a natural substance?
Uncreated.
In the pot.
Nothing.
In the pot, what is a natural substance? If pot is created, you said.
Yeah.
By whom? Tailor, carpenter, farmer?
By clay?
Created by clay, not wrong, ઉપાદાન કારણ she means. એને સમજાવો કોણ માટલા બનાવે?
Person that makes the pot.
હા.
Potter.
Potter. Okay, right. So he's the creator and he produces this form out of which natural substance? You can say clay right now.
Clay.
Clay is also not natural substance, but you can say clay.
Yeah, clay or earth.
So from clay, the pot is created,
Yeah.
and then someone kicks the pot
And it's
out of
destroyed.
anger. If Kirtan disturbs you so much, you'll just kick a pot because you can't kick Kirtan. How much ever he troubles you, can't kick him, right? Because then the Atman will punish you. So you kick the pot, it gets destroyed. So the universal law is, if it is created, it will get destroyed. But when the pot is broken into whatever you say pieces, and then what will happen? પછી એ pieces તમે ડસ્ટબિનમાં નાખશો. You won't keep it in the cupboard, right? અને ફેવિકોલથી ચિટકાડવાનું બધું તમે શીખ્યા જ નથી. So એ બધા pieces તમે ડસ્ટબિનમાં નાખશો, એ ડસ્ટબિનમાંથી કાંઈ બી ગાર્બેજમાં જાય, નાની નાની થઈને ધૂળ બની જાય, ધૂળ, ડસ્ટ બની જાય. Then the dust, India's air is full of dust, and it does. It will remain in same form because the substance can't be destroyed, but the form can be destroyed. So the form pot is destroyed. Because it was created, it got destroyed. It can be destroyed. But the soul is a substance. And so it is not created and it won't be destroyed. But that's it. It cannot be transformed. It cannot leave its original nature of તમને knowingness બહુ ગમી ગયું છે. અત્યાર સુધી I was using consciousness, but knowingness I was using when we meditate. And when I'm teaching metaphysics, I'm teaching philosophy, we use the word consciousness. When we teach meditation, we use the word knowingness. It's the same thing. Usually. When it is to be used as a verb, we use knowingness or, knowing, just be a witness, etc., observer. And when we are talking about the nature, we use the word consciousness. But તમને knowingness ગમ્યું છે, good. You're already you're becoming meditative already. Because sometimes જ્યારે lecture બહુ લાંબુ કરે ને ત્યારે you suddenly feel, now I want to meditate in the bed. On the bed. So I think no forms remain continuous. Old forms start disappearing. New forms start appearing. I won't use the word existing and all because that I'll use for the substance. Old forms start disappearing, withering of flowers. આજે ફ્લાવર કેટલું સારું હતું તમારું વેઝમાં. અમે વાઝ કહીએ, હા. તો અમે વાઝ કહીએ તો વાઝમાં ફ્લાવર આજે કેટલું સારું લાગતું હતું. કાલે યુ વિલ સી વિધિન 12 hours ઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ કચરો કાઢી નાખો. અહીંયા કેટલું સરસ કાર્પેટ બને. યુ સીન અહીંયા બધા ડિફરન્ટ કલરિંગ એ છે તો કેટલી સરસ કાર્પેટ બને અને આપણી આંખ સામે પેલી કચરો કાઢે કે what are you doing? It's such a beautiful carpet of flowers. તો કે કચરો છે બાપા. See, withering. New forms, old forms. So it's continuously changing. What is changing? The form. The substance is not getting destroyed. It will remain in some other form. Your aging only shows that the old appearance is going away. I got a photograph of yours, say 30. Shyam, કેટલા વર્ષનું? You are some 10-15 years old in that photograph. 35 years નો. શું ભાઈ લાગતો તો એકદમ ગુંડા જેવો. આમ જોઈને લાગે કે આ માણસ ભયંકર શૂડ હશે. ફેસ એવું દેખાતું હતું. અત્યારે તો કેવું જેન્ટલમેન જેવું લાગે. આમ દાદાજી લાગે. પણ તે વખતે તો ઇટ વોઝ ક્વાઇટ સ્કેરી. હા, હિન્દી બોલિવૂડ મૂવીઝમાં જે હીરોની સામે હોય ને એવો. So someone sent me, I don't know how it, કોને મોકલું? મૃદુલા સેના. So I'm saying the forms are changing. એ ફોટોગ્રાફ જુઓ તો તમે જ બિલીવ નહીં કરી શકો કે આ તમે છો. But this is the universal law of nature. Forms can never stay steady. It will change. Modifications થયા જ કરશે. Aging ko, કે withering of flowers ko, transformations happen, but which the substance which is natural will always remain. So we can say, simple, we can end here. Therefore, the soul which is not created, which is a natural substance, is everlasting, undying, unending, endless, timeless, immortal. Repeat the verse.
કોઈ સંયોગોથી નહીં જેની ઉત્પત્તિ થાય નાશ ન તેનો કોઈમાં તેથી નિત્ય સદા